ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട സഭാംഗങ്ങളെ, ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട ഗവർണർ,
only seconds. Then everybody.
Start. Yes. Namaskaram. Honorable Speaker, Chief Minister, Ministers, Leader of the Opposition, and Honorable Members of the Kerala Legislative Assembly. It gives me immense pleasure to address the first session of the 16th Kerala Legislative Assembly. I extend warm greetings to all the members present here. The people of Kerala have, with hope and confidence, given my government a clear and decisive mandate. They have voted for a government committed to transparent governance, a compassionate approach, and the restoration of public confidence in institutions. My government accepts this responsibility with a deep sense of humility. My government begins its journey by reaffirming its richness of unity and cooperation among all sections of society, drawing inspiration from the words of the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, quote, "To work together is better than to work singly, and to work together for the common good is best of all," unquote. Kerala today stands at an important crossroads in its journey. For several decades, our state has possessed enormous strengths, a highly educated population, strong democratic traditions, remarkable social development indices, a globally respected public health system, a vibrant cultural ethos, and an enlightened society. Unfortunately, some of these indicators have shown signs of decline in recent times. Across the world, Kerala is recognized as for its achievements in literacy, life expectancy, public participation, and skilled talent and social harmony. Alongside these strengths, Kerala also faces serious challenges that demand urgent and responsible interventions. Public finance is under severe stress. Youth unemployment remains a concern. The rising cost of living has placed pressure on ordinary families. Farmers face an uncertain future. Traditional sectors are struggling to adapt to changing economic realities. Climate change and environmental degradation have emerged as a major threats. Public institutions across sectors require renewed focus, vigor, and reform. My government firmly believes that the moments of challenges are also moments of opportunities. Kerala has repeatedly demonstrated that its people possesses the collective wisdom, resilience, and social strength needed to overcome difficult circumstances. My government approaches the future with confidence and optimism. My government envisions the creation of Puthuyuga Keralam, a new age Kerala that combines economic growth with social justice, modern infrastructure with environmental responsibility, technological progress with human compassion, and opportunity with equality. My government firmly believes that development must touch the lives of ordinary people. Governance should not remain confined to offices and files. Every policy must improve the daily lives of citizens. The farmer waiting for fair prices, the student aspiring to go for higher education, the worker seeking dignity, the entrepreneur looking for opportunities to grow, the elderly seeking a dignified life, and the poor expecting affirmative support from the state. My government is committed to ensure that governance remains people-centric, transparent, and accountable. Governance must become simpler, faster, and more accessible. Citizens should be assured of timely services as their rightful entitlement. Administrative systems must function with efficiency, responsiveness, and compassion. Corruption, wasteful expenditure, and administrative delay weaken public trust and slow down development. Therefore, my government shall pursue a policy of clean governance, fiscal responsibility, and administrative efficiency. Technology shall be used extensively to improve transparency and reduce delays in service delivery. My government believes that public institutions become strong only when they enjoy the trust of the people. Every department of government shall therefore be required to adopt clear standards of accountability. Kerala has always stood as a symbol of secularism, social harmony, and democratic values. My government will protect these values with utmost commitment. Kerala's social progress has been built through reform movements, democratic struggles, and collective social advancements. Preserving this social fabric is essential for the future of the state. My government also believes that development and welfare are not opposing ideas. Becoming economic progress should create opportunities, while welfare measures should provide security and dignity to vulnerable sections of the society. Growth without justice creates inequality, while welfare without growth becomes unsustainable. Therefore, my government shall pursue a balanced and inclusive model of development. One of the first major decisions of my government was to constitute an expert committee to prepare a comprehensive white paper on the financial conditions of the state. The government strongly believes that the people of Kerala must have clarity on the actual financial position of the state, including liabilities, pending commitments, and fiscal obligations. The white paper will be placed before the people to provide a clear picture of the state's finances and to lay the foundation for a transparent and responsible financial recovery strategy. The state today faces serious financial challenges. Outstanding liabilities and fiscal constraints have created severe pressure on public finance. My government will face these realities with honesty and responsibility. At the same time, my government makes it clear that welfare measures for the poor and vulnerable will not be compromised. Social security pensions, public health care, education support, and welfare programs shall continue with utmost priority. Kerala's rights within the framework of Indian federalism shall be protected on the firm pillars of the Constitution of India. My government will strengthen its efforts to secure rightful financial allocations and fair and equitable treatment from the Union government. My government believes strongly in cooperative federalism and constructive engagement with the Union government, while firmly safeguarding the constitutional and financial rights of Kerala. The Indira guarantees announced by my government reflect its social commitment to the people of Kerala. On the very day it assumed office, my government declared its commitment to making free travel in KSRTC buses across the state a permanent entitlement for women in Kerala. My government will provide rupees 1,000 per month to girl students in colleges to support their education. My government will raise the welfare pension to 3,000 rupees per month for all eligible beneficiaries. My government will provide free health insurance coverage of rupees 25 lakh per family per year to every family in Kerala under the Women Chendi Arogya Insurance Scheme, named after the former Chief Minister, the late Shri Women Chendi. My government will provide interest-free loans of rupees 5 lakh to young people who wish to become entrepreneurs. Kerala's youth are ambitious, educated, and capable. This guarantee gives them the seed capital to prove their potential at home rather than abroad. My government, in the very first meeting of the Council of Ministers, has taken the decision to create a dedicated department for the welfare of the elderly, the first such department among the states in the country. My government will implement an integrated development program harnessing the full potential of Kerala 600.15 kilometers coastline, 44 rivers, 34 lakes, and 4 international airports. My government aims to transform the state into an integrated port-led hub. My government will comprehensively develop Kerala's aviation sector. My government will develop a pipeline of aviation infrastructure projects that will position Kerala as a significant hub for civil aviation in South Asia. My government will provide comprehensive support to enable more than 10,000 micro, small, and medium enterprises to attain greater level of competitiveness. Agriculture remains a key priority of my government. Farmers across Kerala face serious challenges. Rising input costs, price fluctuations, climate-related uncertainties, persistent wildlife attacks, fragmented land holdings, inadequate irrigation coverage, fallowing of land, suboptimal mechanization of climate and climate change-induced disasters, and my government is committed to address each of these with urgency. Steps will be taken to improve farm incomes, strengthen procurement systems, revise floor prices, and ensure timely and fair prices for paddy, coconut, rubber, and other agriculture products. The concern of farmers in high-range regions and wildlife-affected areas will receive special attention. With strengthened compensation mechanism and effective preventive systems to reduce human-wildlife conflict, my government will leverage modern technology to boost production and productivity, reduce cultivation costs, promote mechanization, and encourage secondary agriculture. Agricultural diversification, farmer-producer organizations, food processing, modern storage systems, and value-added agricultural industries will be actively promoted. Organic farming, vegetable cultivation, coconut production, and food security initiatives will be encouraged, along with agri-technology and agriculture-related entrepreneurship among youth, ensuring that farming in Kerala is not merely sustained but transformed into a viable, productive, and rewarding vocation for the next generation. My government will formulate a comprehensive project to transform women farmers into a major forces in Kerala's agricultural sector by identifying both existing and potential women farmers in every panchayat. This initiative will integrate women across the agricultural value chain, including production, processing, and distribution through a well-structured program. A Women Farmers Consortium will be launched this year by my government to mobilize lakhs of individual women farmers and both small and large women collectives into the agricultural sector. Special schemes will be introduced to empower women in farming activities such as paddy cultivation, vegetable farming, fruit cultivation, pulses, tuber crops, mushroom cultivation, and beekeeping. My government will introduce a comprehensive soil testing policy and establish a soil testing register, since systematic soil testing has not yet been fully implemented. My government will strengthen spice development initiatives to promote production, productivity, and farmer income. Area-specific programs for export-oriented spice production will be implemented, and spice parks and procurement hubs will be promoted through public-private partnerships. My government will design special promotional programs to enhance the production and marketing of Kerala unique GI tagged commodities. My government will give enhanced focus to modernization and digitization of the agricultural sector. The Agri-Stack project will be strengthened, digital crop surveys will be completed in all digitized villages, and a digital marketing platform will be established to ensure transparency and increase farmers' share in customers' prices. My government will implement schemes to strengthen support for doctoral researchers. Measures will be taken to ensure timely financial assistance by distributing enhanced fellowships, sanctioning research contingency grants, and formulating easily accessible low-interest loan schemes. My government will take steps to establish study and research institutions to preserve the legacy of social reformers and distinguished personalities belonging to the backward classes. My government will strengthen the cooperative sector by restoring the democratic character and credibility of cooperative institutions and addressing existing deficiencies comprehensively. Systems that enhance benefits for investors, borrowers, and cooperative members will be incorporated into the Kerala Cooperative Societies Act 1969. The Cooperative Vigilance Wing will be energized to ensure that the operations of cooperative societies are corruption-free and transparent. Steps will be taken to provide adequate deposit guarantees to all depositors in cooperative societies without restrictive conditions. A scheme will be implemented to enable cooperative societies to repay deposits on time, introduce changes in the deposit guarantee scheme, strengthen deposit protection, and restore public trust in cooperative institutions. Immediate action will be taken to return the deposits of cooperative societies affected by misuse and fraud, and stern action will be pursued against wrongdoers. A proper monitoring mechanism will be put in place to ensure financial discipline in the functioning of cooperative societies facing difficulties, including loan distribution. Ex parte cooperative societies will be strengthened to implement rehabilitation schemes and provide financial security to returning migrants. The risk fund schemes will be expanded to enable the settlement of loan liabilities in cases of serious illness or death of borrowers. Cooperation among cooperative institutions will be strengthened. Kerala internationally acclaimed film industry will be supported through a comprehensive film policy covering production incentives, co-production treaties with other countries, film tourism development, and promotion of Kerala as a shooting destination. A media city will and creative industries hub will be developed to bring together film production, animation, visual effects, gaming, digital media, and content creation industries in a single professionally equipped campus. The animation and VFX sector, in which Kerala has significant talent but underutilized potential, will be specifically supported through skill development programs, industry infrastructure, and market linkages with global content industry. My government will increase the state plan fund allocation for arts, literature, and culture, protect Kerala's invaluable heritage, including Nattavivu and tribal culture, and implement special schemes for traditional art forms, artist welfare, rural libraries. Pension and health insurance will be provided to cultural workers above 60 years of age. Permanent theatres will be constructed across the state. The state cultural heritage will be integrated with modern digital technology to develop a digital creative economy. Digital Art Museum will be established and the International Film Festival will be extended to more cities. A living museum of Kerala will be established to reflect traditional life, history, art, and culture. Heritage villages will be protected and digital archiving of Kerala's history and cultural forms will be undertaken. My government will implement the Malabar Temple Pilgrim Project, connecting major temples into an integrated pilgrimage circuit which enhances the experiences of devotees while promoting tourism and local livelihoods across the region. The eco-friendly accident-safe Yatra Easy Darshan project will be implemented across the Devasam institutions, ensuring that pilgrims can undertake temple visits safely, comfortably, and in an environmentally responsible manner. Education remains one of the Kerala's greatest strengths, and the future of this state depends greatly on the quality, accessibility, and relevance of its education system. My government is committed to modernizing the education sector while fully preserving its social sector and accessibility. This includes upgrading government schools, colleges, and with modern facilities, digital learning systems, and improved academic standards, and expanding skill development programs to enhance the employability and industry readiness of Kerala's youth. Higher education institutions will be encouraged to become genuine centers of excellence, innovation, and research with stronger collaboration among academic institutions, industry, and research organizations, ensuring that Kerala's graduates remain globally competitive. The number of +2 seats in all districts will be increased based on need. My government will give special focus to develop globally competitive higher education institutions within the state to reduce academic migration and retain talented students in Kerala. Steps will be taken to ensure that UGC approved degrees are recognized in Kerala in a uniform and transparent manner. My government proposes to establish an academic syndicate as an apex body for coordinating administrative and governance issues in the higher education sector. A statewide apprenticeship exchange platform connecting students and industry will be developed by my government. My government proposes to establish Jawaharlal Nehru Scientific Centers to inculcate scientific temper among students. My government also proposes to establish Semester in Kerala program and strengthen academic tourism. My government will be guided at all times by the principles of environmental protection and sustainable development. Recognizing that Kerala's ecology is precious, fragile, and irreplaceable, climate change has emerged as one of the most serious challenges facing the state. Floods, coastal erosion, landslides, heat stress, and ecological degradation call for long-term scientific planning, institutional commitment, and community participation. My government will promote clean energy initiatives, electric mobility, and environmentally responsible industrial development, ensuring that economic growth and ecological protection advance together rather than in opposition. Climate resilience, waste management, water conservation, river protection, and sustainable urban planning will receive priority attention in every budget and every development program. My government will actively involve local communities, local governments, scientists, and environmental experts in environmental planning and disaster resilience strategies, ensuring that people have a central voice in decisions that determine their future. Greater emphasis will be given to environment and sustainability in the academic curriculum. My government believes that through outdated systems and conventional approaches, Kerala can no longer address the challenges of narcotic abuse, organized drug networks, alcoholic behavioral addiction, and revenue leakages. Time has come for a decisive and transformational shift in the functioning of the Excise Department. Accordingly, the department will be reimagined and rebuilt as a modern, intelligence-driven, technology-enabled, people-centric institution committed not merely to regulation but to public welfare, youth protection, and social responsibility and transparent governance. The Excise Department will be comprehensively modernized with enhanced enforcement capacity, digital surveillance tools, strengthened in intelligence networks, cyber monitoring systems, specialized training to disrupt narcotic and illicit substances supply chains, and eliminate organized drug networks. My government strategy against substance abuse will rest on three equal pillars: strong enforcement to eliminate supply chains, sustained awareness, and behavioral changes initiative through schools and colleges, local governments, and community organizations to reduce demand and a rehabilitation focused public health approach to support those already affected. The Excise Department will work in close coordination with Home Department and the Health Department to ensure that this three-pronged strategy is consistently and effectively implemented across the state. A statewide anti-drug mission in close coordination with the Home, Health, and Education departments will be launched with the commencement of the new academic year this June, with special focus on protecting children and youth from the growing threat of substance abuse. My government will adopt a zero-tolerance approach towards narcotic mafias, peddlers, suppliers, and organized criminals networks, while ensuring that strong enforcement, visible action, accountable administration, and clean, modern, public-facing systems and uncompromising protection of society, especially the younger generation, define this new era of governance in the excise sector. My government will pursue a strong and comprehensive policy against substance abuse, recognizing that drug and alcohol addiction poses serious threats to health, family stability, and productivity. Our target is to reduce alcohol consumption in a phased manner. My government will approach public finance with transparency, fiscal responsibility, and an unwavering commitment to the welfare of the people. As one of its first acts, my government constituted an expert committee to prepare a comprehensive white paper on the financial conditions of the state, ensuring that people have full clarity on inherited liabilities, pending commitments, and fiscal obligations. My government remains steadfast in its commitment to the welfare and advancement of the fisher community. Under Mission Samudra, the sector will be strengthened through fleet modernization, the deepening of Janakiya Matsya Krishi, the scientific scaling of Vanami shrimp culture, mariculture, along with seed self-sufficiency and crop insurance to de-risk farmers. My government will ensure that group insurance, welfare pensions, and saving-cum relief support are progressively expanded with new cover for fishers who die at sea. Continuation of treatment of fatal illness and a welfare scheme for peeling workers. My government will establish a blue economy cell and a Kerala EU joint working group to convert investment in intent into delivery and will promote pesca tourism through coastal economic development committees. Coastal protection, rehabilitation of vulnerable coastal communities, and climate resilient development in coastal areas will receive priority, recognizing that these communities bear a disproportionate burden of environmental risk. My government will also actively promote inland fisheries, aquaculture, and sustainable marine resource management, ensuring that Kerala's rich marine wealth is harvested responsibly and that the benefits reach the fishers and coastal families who depend on it most. My government is committed to ensure food security for all citizens of Kerala. The public distribution system will be strengthened to ensure timely, adequate, and quality supply essential commodities to all eligible families. My government will take effective steps to control the rising cost of living, which has placed serious pressure on ordinary households. Price monitoring mechanism will be strengthened to check hoarding, black marketing, and artificial escalation in the prices of essential commodities. Consumer protection will be enhanced through stronger enforcement and accessible grievances redressal systems. Selected supply supermarkets will be modernized. The number of mobile Maveli stores, ration shops will be increased. Foremost objective of the Forest Department is to maintain ecological balance and thereby ensure the protection of flora and fauna, upholding the constitutional principles of safeguarding human life and property. The government assures that no action will be taken within the administrative system that will make human life around forest areas unbearable. My government recognizes that Kerala forests are the lungs of the state and the sources of its ecological security, water, wealth, and biodiversity. Forest conservation and sustainable management will receive focused institutional attention. My government will take effective and human steps to address the serious challenges of human-wildlife conflict, which has caused immense suffering for farming communities. My government will also take up the demarcation of boundaries between agricultural and forest land to protect the property rights of farmers whose land has been affected by old reserve forest notifications, resolving a long-standing source of anxiety and legal uncertainty for thousands of families. My government categorically emphasizes that the department shall function with utmost care and efficiency to mitigate human-wildlife conflict, and ensure peaceful coexistence. The Forest Department proposes to address this matter through a three-tier strategy comprising containment, mitigation, and compensation. This will include the scientific estimation of wildlife population and the identification of circumstances that compel wild animals to stray out forest. Detailed studies will be undertaken to ascertain whether such incidents are caused by an increase in wildlife population, scarcity of food resources, or shortage of drinking water within the forest habitats. Scientific mitigation measures, including the use of artificial intelligence, solar fencing, biofencing, and sensor-based alert systems, will be adopted for effective management of the situation. In conflict situations that arise despite such measures, the government shall ensure that adequate compensation is provided and in a timely manner to all affected eligible persons. My government will accord highest priority in restoring the strengthening major public health institutions and have not received adequate attention in the past. This will form part of broader strategy to strengthen the infrastructure and human resources of medical colleges, district hospitals, and taluka hospitals in a balanced and equitable manner across the state. My government recognizes healthcare as a fundamental public responsibility and is committed to strengthen Kerala's public health system, which had historically been one of the strongest pillars of the state's developmental model. Unfortunately, the quality of facilities in the public health sector has been declining in recent times. Healthcare institutions at every level will be modernized with improved infrastructure, equipment, medicine availability, and human resource support, with primary health centers receiving special attention through digital integration and expanded specialist services. Greater emphasis will be placed on preventive health care, medical health services, palliative care, and elderly health care, alongside focused programs for lifestyle diseases, cancer care, maternal health, child nutrition, and community-based healthcare systems. My government will continue to strengthen medical education, nursing education, and healthcare research, while positioning Kerala as a leading destination for quality and affordable healthcare services. The pace of modernization across the public health system will be accelerated, ensuring that the legacy of Kerala's health achievements is not merely preserved but carried forward in new heights of quality, accessibility, and equity. Operation Tufan is the new operation being undertaken by Kerala Police to signal a swift, unyielding tactical assault aimed at completely uprooting the state's drug network. Our focus is to weaponize statutory laws like the NDPS Act and PIT NDPS Act to permanently freeze assets, dismantle interstate supply chains, and construct a proactive, impenetrable security shield around our society. My government is firmly committed to maintain law and order and ensure the safety and security of every citizen of the state of Kerala. The police system will be modernized with greater emphasis on professionalism, transparency, accountability, and citizen-friendly policing, so that every Keralite experiences the police force as a protector. Strong and uncompromising action will be taken against drug abuse, organized crime, cyber crime, and all forms of violence against women and children. My government recognizes the serious and growing challenges posed by substance abuse and drug addiction, particularly among youths. The comprehensive three-pronged strategy, enforcement, awareness, and rehabilitation will be pursued with the dedicated State Narcotic Enforcement Bureau established for specialized enforcement, including cyber surveillance of online drug networks. The Vimukti mission will be strengthened for community-based rehabilitation, and school and college level awareness campaigns will be implemented across the state. My government will adopt strict and scientific measures to tackle the menace of digital fraud, which is increasing in our society. To achieve my government's vision, the Department of Electronics and IT will be renamed as Department of IT, Future Technologies and Startups with the new brand Kerala Tech. Kerala IT mission will be transformed into Digital Transformation Mission by including the Kerala AI mission and the Kerala Emerging Technologies mission. The Electronics and Semiconductor mission is proposed to drive the Semicon initiative. A digital government model will be established in Kerala with a focus on citizen experiences using digital technologies and AI. My government will accord policy priority to information technology, artificial intelligence, electronics, biotechnology, tourism, logistics, creative industries, and the knowledge economy. Existing IT parks will be expanded and new investments will be encouraged. Special emphasis will be placed on attracting high-value investments in emerging sectors while ensuring sustainable development and local employment generation. Industrial growth and labor welfare shall advance together. Kerala's educated workforce, high quality of life, and social stability are enduring strengths that make this state a compelling destination for investment and innovation. The most critical input required to attract new investment to our state is the availability of land sustainable for industrial purposes. Therefore, my government will prioritize the creation of land bank in the state by utilizing special purpose vehicles through market borrowing and private fundraising. My government is committed to transform Kerala into a globally competitive, innovation-driven and sustainable industrial economy by strengthening infrastructure, accelerating investment, and creating high-quality employment opportunities. Major initiatives such as port-led logistics, industrial development, the expansion of industrial parks, and sector-focused industrial ecosystem are being advanced to position Kerala as a preferred destination for manufacturing, logistics, technology, life sciences, and global capability centers. My government is further strengthening investors' confidence through progressive reforms, including the formalization of the Investment Promotion Board to cater to high-value investments, the modernization of K-SWIFT as an integrated digital single-window clearance platform, the empowerment of the Kerala State Single-Window Clearance Boards for faster and time-bound approvals and enhanced project facilitation mechanism, alongside support of MSMEs and the traditional sectors including coir, handloom, plantations, and food processing. Focused efforts are being undertaken to promote emerging sectors such as artificial intelligence, biotechnology, medical devices, green energy, electronics, and space technology to ensure inclusive industrialization. My government is also committed to create an ESG-backed industrial ecosystem. The creation of such a land bank itself opens up significant opportunities for industrial growth. infrastructure development, and employment generation across the state. My government will introduce a registration process for migrant workers through a unified portal, ensuring coordination among departments concerned and integration of all department services to provide efficient and streamlined support. My government aims to establish production centers across various industrial training institutes. This project envisions the production of items that can be manufactured by utilizing the existing infrastructure available in ITIs and the skills of ITIs trainees. This will boost the self-confidence of the trainees and encourage entrepreneurial activities. My government will strengthen worker welfare and skill development through a comprehensive set of initiatives. My government will modernize Industrial Training Institute through the hub and spoke model. An AI-generated virtual training management system will be implemented to deliver personalized, multilingual occupational safety and health training to workers across all sectors, ensuring 24-hour access and automated compliance tracking for Kerala's growing industrial workforce. Kerala's decentralized governance system is one of the strongest in the country. My government will strengthen it further through greater financial support, enhanced devolution, and empowered decentralization planning. My government will restore and reinforce the role of local self-government institutions in development activities and public service delivery, ensuring that governance reaches every citizen at the level closest to their lives, and that democratic energy of Kerala's Panchayat Raj system is channelized through measurable improvements in the daily experience of every Keralite. Administrative systems relating to the facilitation of Hajj pilgrimage, the maintenance and upkeep of Waqf assets, and the modernization of the functions of the Waqf board will be accorded prime priority. My government deeply values the immense contribution of Kerala's diaspora community to the growth and progress of the state, and will continue to strengthen programs for their welfare, rehabilitation, and investment participation. Welfare mechanisms for expatriate workers, rehabilitation schemes for return migrants, and structured channels for productive diaspora investment in Kerala's development will be expanded and made more accessible. My government also recognizes the honors the deep emotional and social bond that Malayali diaspora across generations and continents continues to maintain with Kerala, and will ensure that this bond is nurtured through responsive governance, reliable support, and meaningful opportunities for the diaspora to contribute to the land they call home. Steps will be taken to increase electricity production through solar energy, wind energy, and other means, thereby making the state self-sufficient in power generation. As the number of rooftop solar installations grow, my government will take measures to install community battery storage in distribution transformers to address the line congestion. Steps will also be taken to link electric charging stations with local solar plants and battery storage facilities. My government will establish advanced battery storage system to address the intermittency inherent in renewable energy sources such as solar power and to meet peak demand. Modern technologies such as artificial intelligence and industrial Internet of Things will be deployed for predictive maintenance to detect faults in advance, reduce transmission losses and enable timely decision making. My government will develop bypasses into 4-lane roads using the best available technologies, fully leveraging the benefits of public-private partnerships to generate revenue that will in turn be reinvested in infrastructure for the common people. My government will also give priority to green and eco-friendly buildings by integrating the K Green rating and other green construction initiatives with the design policy of Kerala, with energy savings and heritage conservation accorded high priority in all public works undertaken by the department. All the roads in the state will be upgraded to BM and BC roads in phased manner. My government will take steps to revise all existing land laws in tune with the times and will implement the concept of unconditional title deeds, pattayams, as a permanent solution to attempted moves to evict farmers from agricultural land on tribal grounds. Existing restrictions on land use in Kerala's plantation sector will be modified scientifically, and amendments will be introduced to permit diversification while preserving the natural character of plantations. The Kerala Conservation of Paddy Land and Wetland Act 2008 will be comprehensively revised to resolve issues related to land conversion permanently. The issues that have prevented farmers who have held land for decades from being granted pattayams need to be resolved. If necessary, comprehensive legislation will be enacted or amendments will be made to existing laws. Most major land laws are half a century old and require comprehensive revision. The government will constitute commission to review all land-related laws. Based on its recommendations and wider public consultations, the land laws will be revised to protect public land, ensure equity in land distribution, and foster industrial and economic development. My government will accord high priority to transform the Revenue Department into a fully digital citizen-centric institution. My government envisions a fully digitized land administration system where every Keralite has a secure, transparent, and instant access to land records and all related government services. My government will strengthen educational assistance schemes, remedial coaching, motivational programs for parents, and digital learning initiatives to improve educational outcomes among scheduled caste students. Model residential schools will be empowered through improved infrastructure, smart classrooms, digital facilities, nutrition programs, counseling support, talent development initiatives, and specialized coaching for competitive examinations, enabling students to excel in higher education and professional careers. My government will intensify efforts to ensure comprehensive infrastructure development in scheduled caste nagars to have habitats by prioritizing the provisions of essential civic amenities and improving lively conditions. My government will undertake a comprehensive revamp of the housing support framework for scheduled caste beneficiaries under the LIFE mission. My government will take up renewal mission focusing on employment and entrepreneurship to empower scheduled caste youth, women, and others through modern skill development and enterprise promotion. The industrial training institutes under the Scheduled Caste Development Department will be comprehensively revamped through modernization of workshops and laboratories, introduction of new generation and industry-oriented courses, smart classrooms, digital learning facilities, and establishment of centers of excellences in high-demand sectors. My government is deeply committed to the institutional promise of equality and justice for our scheduled tribe communities. The right to land is the foundation of dignity of for tribal communities. My government will fully implement the Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers recognition of Forest Rights Act 2006 and take firm steps to prevent further alienation of tribal lands. A time-bound mission will be launched to clear all pending individual forest rights and community forest right claims, with focused action at the district level to avoid administrative delays. The Kerala Restriction on Transfer, Buy and Restoration of Lands to Scheduled Tribes Act 1999 will be implemented with rigorous administrative oversight, and encroachments on tribal lands will be dealt with under strict penal provisions. My government will launch housing schemes for scheduled tribe families and formulate a special program for the reconstruction of dilapidated and uninhabited dwellings belonging to these communities, respecting their unique socio-cultural and geographical requirements. My government recognizes that education is the most powerful instrument of social transformation. Educational benefits for students will be enhanced and distributed in a time-bound manner through a revamped e-grants portal. My government will provide adequate support to students preparing for competitive examinations, including entrance tests, PSCs, and UPSC examinations. My government will initiate special recruitment drives in sectors where the representation of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe communities falls short of prescribed norms. The loan support scheme for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe entrepreneurs will be strengthened with enhanced financial assistance, and cooperative societies under the department that are burdened with debt will be given a fresh start by addressing their liabilities. Reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe communities in Devasam board appointments will be ensured in proportion of their population. Robust grievance redressal mechanism will be established by harnessing digital connectivity along with proactive service delivery mechanism. It will ensure justice and inclusion. My government has created a new department for the welfare of the senior citizens. All cities in the state will be made elderly friendly in a phased manner. The Vayomitram project launched by the government led by Shri Omen Chendi will be expanded to all block panchayats to provide home-based healthcare and mental health support devices for senior citizens. A new program known as Care Cabin will establish support centers in all collectorates to provide legal aid, healthcare, and protection services for senior citizens. To address the growing incidence of cognitive impairment and dementia, Smriti cafes, dementia day care centers, and specialized memory clinics will be expanded across the state, along with awareness programs for middle-aged people. My government is committed to ensure the rights and dignity of persons with disabilities in accordance with the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. The existing Kerala state policy for persons with disabilities 2015 will be revised by clearly defining the responsibilities of the government departments, agencies, and local self-government institutions. A statewide disability census of comprehensive and online registry will be developed to strengthen planning and service delivery. My government will accord focused attention to sports and youth development. Sports infrastructure will be expanded across the state, and grassroots talent identification programs will be strengthened at the school and community level. My government will upgrade existing sports training centers into elite level high performance institutes capable of delivering world class coaching, sports science support, and competitive training environments, ensuring that the talent Kerala produces at the grassroots has every institutional advantage needed to reach the highest levels of international sports. My government will develop tourism in a sustainable, inclusive, and high value manner, positioning Kerala as India's most emotionally engaging destination for responsible and experience driven travel. Special emphasis will be placed on medical tourism, wellness tourism, ecotourism, and destination based tourism circuits, supported by an investment friendly policy framework that encourages responsible private participation and sustainable infrastructure development. My government will ensure that Kerala's cultural heritage and artistic traditions are integrated into the tourism sector, with artists and cultural performers benefiting directly from the tourism economy rather than remaining marginal to it. My government envisages the extensive use of ANPR, automatic number plate recognition technology, for border checkposts. This will enhance tax collection. Another major focus area will be popularizing public transportation and shared transportation networks using mobile apps and e-ticketing to reduce reliance on personal vehicles. Public transport system will be modernized and strengthen digital systems, electric mobility, and improved passenger facilities will be introduced in a phased manner. My government will take steps to improve the sustainability of inland waterways. My government will use data-driven interventions and modern technology to make Kerala's roads safer for every citizen. My government will formulate a new water policy for sustainable water use, climate change, resilience, water quality, improvement and integrated water resource management. The realigned water policy will introduce water credits to incentivize water management in basins. My government will ensure uninterrupted supply of quality drinking water to all. To guarantee the quality of drinking water, new laboratories will be established and existing laboratories in schools and colleges will be utilized. Measures will be initiated to encourage rainwater harvesting as a solution to drinking water scarcity. The Water Protection Force will be strengthened for the conservation of water bodies such as backwaters, rivers, dams, ponds, and streams, and steps will be intensified to remove sand deposits, clear pollution, eliminate encroachments, construct protective walls, and reclaim damaged water bodies. My government proposes to put in place child care rules as mandated under the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, ensuring that all public offices, industrial establishments, IT parks, and all establishments with more than 50 employees run safe, high-quality daycare centers and creches. Our commitment to girl students is reflected in Project menstrual dignity under which we intend to make educational institutions and public spaces friendly for girls and women. My government also plans to announce up to 3 days of monthly menstrual leave for school students along with weekend catch-up classes so that these girls do not fall behind their studies. Under our destitute and our orphan-free Kerala initiative, my government intends to promote mission mode adoption campaigns, drawing from deinstitutionalization principle of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 and to chart out a loving network of trained and well compensated neighborhood foster families, making Kerala India's first orphan-free state. My government will transform into the most women-friendly state in the country. Steps will be taken to implement equal pay for women in workplaces. Public restrooms will be facilities will be arranged in all major towns across Kerala. Special benefits will be extended to women working in the unorganized sector, and 6 months of maternity leave will be granted to women employed in the unorganized sector. Steps will be taken to make sanitary napkins, footwear, and other necessities available to women. Kerala has never measured progress merely through economic indicators. The true strength of our state lies in quality of the enjoyed by ordinary people. The dignity given to labor, the importance attached to education and healthcare, and the spirit of social inclusion that binds society together. The path ahead demands courage, discipline, innovation, and collective effort. My government is fully aware that the seriousness of the challenges before the state. However, we also believe deeply in the strength, intelligence, and resilience of the people of the state. The challenges before us are significant, but Kerala has always overcome challenges before through collective effort, social awareness, and democratic strength. My government seeks cooperation from all sections of society, workers, farmers, entrepreneurs, students, professionals, public servants, cultural leaders, and elected representatives in building a stronger and more prosperous Kerala. It is here. My government's where is it? Let us build a Kerala where development reaches every home, where opportunity reaches every young person, where governance becomes a transparent and human, where public institutions command trust, and where no citizen feels excluded from progress. As we begin this new chapter in Kerala's democratic journey, my government recalls the timeless words of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru: a government functions best when people have confidence in it. With cooperation between the government and citizens, between institutions and communities, and across every section of society, Kerala shall move towards with unity, progress, and hope. Let us together create Puthuyuga Keralam, that future generations will inherit with pride, modern in outlook, compassionate in governance, and confidence in future. With the support of people of Kerala and the cooperation of this august house, my government is confident that we are together realize this vision. Jai Hind, Nanni.
Yes. He wants to sit for 5 seconds. Sir can sit for 5 seconds.
Yes.
Sir wants to have some water.
It's okay. We'll do.